let's continue exploring the crossroads.
Trouble nearby. Still alive? Still alive.
Another Fen'Harel altar. It's another barrier down.
We got company. Coming at range.
There. That's what the Venatori are after.
That's the last of them?
That wolf statuette. I've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
Better be ready.
Not in the rain. Watch it.
By the time it finishes loading, my bow already shot.
Stretching the legs?
I'm not trapped underwater anymore. Everything is stretching my legs.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Solus lived here. The Dread Wolf. It was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed, and that's saying something.
Maybe they like you?
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Well, that's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Alright, I love the companion quest for Nev.
Look who's thoughtful.
Alright, they're giving her that random gift, give her 2 skill points. Like, even if you're not like romancing, then you should still get them gifts just for like to get them to make them more usable in battle. When the effect ends, you gain quickening. Oh, that's interesting. When the effect against all enemies take 150 cold damage. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm back to Dogtown.
Have you heard the rumour about a new Venatori spot somewhere uptown?
I know someone in the area who's keeping watch.
Do you remember the time when the candle hostility wrote message to the city instead of remarkable magical construct, and they seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace, and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to avoid the cult, and I even saw one burn the pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me, or have been more candle hops around lately? Oh, if you ask me, the difference between like an organized religion and a cult is the number of followers.
Slavers aren't going to shiver in their boots about Asher, Viper, Shadow Dragons. Now, always good to see you in here, Rook. Come back anytime.
Like all religions, in a sense, started as cultists until they got like at least 10 million followers or something like that.
Don't touch the treasure.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides,
Alright, well, let's continue with the plot. I'm not gonna get into nonsense.
Varric, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The Alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's serials, too.
Like, I've seen a lot of dumb hats in video games, but the one she's wearing right now, that one takes the cake.
All right, let's go.
So before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
Did you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants. people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
Trouble at the palace? Magister say no! Best word in Ducktown, right here!
An echo condition is on tonight at your humble lamper light.
We'll take a paper. Thanks.
Magister.
Drama in the palace is the anchor keeping a secret questions arose when the anchor abundantly left the assembly, but those queries since has spiraled into basic speculation, and several magistrates reached out to assure my readers that the rumor of the cult influence in the palace affair is false.
Say no!
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And you're a missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The shadows brought me in after that.
Salvage scrap metal, exchange it for gold, exchange... I'll touch you the butcher. The cats love me.
The Viper! More than one person. You'll read it here first. Viper spotted at a local fish fry.
One, please.
Myths and myth stories about of a masked figure who watches over Minrato, and when some questions the so-called Viper's existence or whether he's one or many. Increased size of the mysterious figure were reported throughout the dark, and between a reign of demons and everyday wolves, many walk on his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
You'll read it here first.
Hold on. There's still papers to buy on the north side. Let's stick around here.
Welcome. Here for a drink, a meal. I'll be with you right away. Let me know if you want anything else.
We'll get these ones later. Let's finish the north side first.
spotted at a local fish fry.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right. Leaving the papers to me?
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What happened in Marna's Pell? First-hand account.
What about this one?
Go on, take a closer look. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec? Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, let's see. Embalming liquids, a bone saw.
Right. I'll, nice friend, Nev. Why'd you really stop by?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread.
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything,
so will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
That doesn't get complicated?
What isn't?
I've heard some people have their shit together.
They don't. Some just keep it hidden. And others make the papers. Let's go. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
Can you trust your neighbors and allow one, even yourself? The Venatori influence continues to reach further and higher than we even suspected. But who else is under their sway, and what more can they do? Our eyes are open. And let's read the other stuff. A series of shock symbols are found on rocks among the shoreline, and along with the words, the storm approaches. And there's no sign of wreckage among the rocks, though a humble rider found a lantern of unusual make. But clearly it's meant for a proud boat, and the tide has since stolen the message. But, dear reader, we still must ask, what's this message from across the sea? Just a castaway, an island lost at sea.
Unless I'm out of the city for...
Seek a research of the circle and what are they covering, and the translation of the Cara Contable, and how former mistranslation has us looking the wrong way, and can doctors, detectives speak to cats and feel like leads in the major cases and snake people among us. I guess they're introducing the Draconia.
It's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
Then again, Dragon Age canonically takes place in like the same sci-fi world, except that they did magic instead of science. Or then again, you develop science because your magic is unreliable. But most of the time you think about it, like magic only like helps one individual, like only you normally helps the caster because they are heavily invested in like magic that does physical harm to those around them and stuff. And even because like even among like those that do like healing white magic and whatnot, is for the most part it's like just very tame, and like a normal doctor could like take care of the job, but who knows, whatever, I'm just speaking nonsense. The point is that I really wish that they would have in this game like a really good healer, so I wouldn't have to be chugging potions every 5 seconds. Like there was a really good healer in like Dragon Age Origins, like the lady from like the Circle of Magi, like Wynn. Like she had like hearing auras. If you drop dead, she will resurrect you. It was great. And when she was using the vessel of the spirit, she would give like everyone and herself like a bunch of status buffs. Like you can't defeat Flemeth without her in your party. So if you wanna like defeat Flemeth as the optional boss, you really gotta like go and recruit her first.
Investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
Sounds simple enough.
That's the trick, isn't it?
Viper spotted at a local fish fry.
Where are you going? There's papers calling our name. Let's stick to the south end.
The best cereal in Min Rathas. The latest chapter is here.
Oh, well, like when she pronounced it, I thought she meant like cereal, you know, like food, not like paper.
The best cereal in Minrathous. The latest chapter is here.
What secrets were in the painted box and where our heroes find the truth, and do they truly want to, and read the next chapter of the twisted knife right here. Well, serious announcers used to be like a thing back when like the newspaper used to print what used to come in paper. Like Edgar Allan Poe, the reason why he wrote so many short stories because he would publish them in like the newspaper, so it had to be short, interesting enough in order to push sales.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
The real news in Docktown. Get it here.
I came down here to procure particular items.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Place to shop.
The real news in Docktown. Get it here. Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Gotta start spending money. I'm like running out of it. Let's see what this other shop has.
Look around and you'll find something. We've got, I don't know, something you might need.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first. The real news in Docktown. Get it here.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Like this thing I'm saying you needed to like improve the like the blacksmith in your central hub.
I just work here. I don't know what everything does. Whatever you like, I'm sure it's fine.
Cause I gotta like research some money for like for anything that for like the items that give me status buff, permanent status buff. What's it ticking down to? Are there more levers? I guess I just missing a companion for this. Like each of the companions has a special TM that allows you to like progress through the area. Like you know how like you have like a Pokemon does cut and the other one that does the fly, the waterfall. So yeah, so like now your little friends in this game are like that.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Like I haven't seen a Tranquil in like forever, but maybe that's not a TV interesting.
Paper. Thanks.
The market of a scandalous love affair and was the prominent circle mage of Silver Coin, the same circle mage known to frequent Dogtown, some more interesting betting rings, and who was they, their mysterious friends, and when will I have my ancestor idea reader? You will too.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
All right.
I'm good. Catch a after work.
Like, I'm always nervous with like the follow me quest, cause like sometimes I can glitch out and that'll be the end of it. Like the perfect example was one in Baldur's Gate.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
Like remember that I forgot what they were called. The green lizard looking people, the one that are born from eggs. The blackies.
This fish won't eat itself. You said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Well, let's see the meat. But that is something you never see in a video game, like people eating. Like taking a bite out of an acid.
Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. I think I'd learn.
You said you'd take jobs worth taking.
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
Like, I'm sorry. I know you said something, but I'm like over distracted by the hat. Like, it's raining and it's not covering your hair and it's not keeping the rain out. Like, that is one crazy fashion statement.
So you're ready for the worst?
No, but you're not surprised.
Whatever keeps you alive.
Today, it's Hal's fish. I live for Hal's fish.
Small wins?
Small wins.
Well, now we know what they were going for in this game. Small wins. They weren't aiming for Gaming of the Year, where they were just, you know, we're just gonna make a game. Well, sometimes better to like not get too already crazy with like an idea, because otherwise you're never able to finish it. Or you end up like Baldur's Gate that runs out of steam close to the finish line.
You getting into trouble?
Always.
That interaction felt so forced. Like I noticed that like the higher the resolution of the game, like the worse the voice acting. Cause like in the old days, like a game had to have a story do the heavy lifting because they were never gonna make. They didn't have the technology to make like something crazy like what we see today. And that was Dragon Age Origin in a nutshell. Like a game that is clunky by modern standard, but it's a timeless classic because it's being carried by like the plot and the characters.
Venatori, shadow dragons. All they do is make us complicated.
That the one game carries the entire series because everything that came after Dragon Age Origin was dingling returns. Well, that quest led me to where to the next area. Well, we're gonna recruit someone, so it's fine if my party isn't full.
Believe it. Those ideologies are just excuses for brawling in the streets.
Oh wait, there's the other one. I know we could have Grey Warden. It says the drink Darkspawn blood, they can sense where the Darkspawn are at, but they like dropped that at the age of 30.
Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. How does a Morn Watcher come to be involved with the Blight in Arlathan? And not just any Watcher, but a controversial figure after what you pulled during that undead rebellion.
Right. Talk to the people I saved. They don't call my actions controversial. Some traditional Watchers called my actions casual destruction of the dead, but they weren't there.
Very well. Then tell me how a Navaran necromancer apologist unleashed the Blight.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elgernon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
I miss Duncan.
Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons?
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Father gives me an allowance and I gotta use them.
Better go mark that beacon so then I can quick travel to this area.
Mona's Pell I'll dance act a
That's one of the myths that this game is passing on, like, and also other video games too, that cats are friendly creature. Like, you ever try to pet a wild cat, like, they will hiss at you or run away or scratch your eyes out, you know. Normal stray cat stuff, and it's coming from somebody that loves cat, and I respect their desire to not be petted by strangers. I mean, you try to do that to like a regular human being, and they'll put a gun on you. So don't do to animals what you don't want to be done to yourself.
Eyes open.
We're dropping like flies!
Don't start anything you can't finish.
Watch for Venatori. They're everywhere.
That also goes for video games, like.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats. Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
And when you don't read the sequel, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathos. More story, better chance things go sideways.
There! Kill them!
Now there's a nice shot. Made it through.
I think that went full circle, more or less. How do I get in here? Well, this area looks like it's blocked off by like blood stuff.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have, plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads. You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Oh yeah, like I think what they're talking about is in Dragon Age 2 that we go to like an ancient dwarven ruin and we find like a fancy Lyrian dagger and guarded by a giant golem. That encounter doesn't go well.
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
Damn it. I should be out there with you. Bianca's getting cranky cooped up in here.
What is he talking about? They managed to like save his like broken crossbow. I thought that he was gonna shut up about Bianca after Solus blew it to Kingdom Come, but nope. Like this isn't even like the first Bianca he screws, he destroys. Like in Dragon Age 2, they tell you that this is actually the second Bianca that he breaks, and then it also gets broken when we go to the deep roads in search of loot. So this is technically Bianca number 3.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned?
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Hey, Lucanus, you haven't seen a glowing crystal, have you? About this big?
In the pantry?
It, might be moving around. Crawling, even.
I'll keep watch.
Like I've been waiting for like Spike to do something since we got this lunatic out of prison, and so far he's just been very good at building bridges. I said it's just like a good place to live. Bye bye, God bless.